Good morning, students. Now, today we are starting with our second chapter of English grammar, that is nouns. Now, beta, what are nouns? Nouns are the naming words, as you have studied in your earlier classes too. Now the definition of nouns are the names of persons, places, animals, or things. Like here, Rekha is the name of a person, so it will be a noun. Tiger is the name of an animal, school is the name of a place, atlas is the name of a thing. So all these are nouns. Now the next topic is kinds of nouns, or we can say types of nouns. Now there are five types of nouns, and the first one is proper nouns. What are proper nouns? Proper nouns are the names of particular persons, places, or things. Like if I talk about Chennai. Now, Chennai will be the name of a particular city. So, it will be a proper noun. Same way, Rohtak is also name of a particular city. India is the name of a country. All these are proper nouns. If I talk about model school, then model school is also the name of a particular school. Then it will also come under proper noun. In the same way, if we talk about thing, like I say, name of a newspaper, like the Times of India, it will also come under proper noun because we are specifying the particular newspaper. So all these are proper nouns, and one thing that you have to remember in case of proper noun is that proper nouns always starts with a capital letter. Now the second type of nouns are common nouns. What are common nouns? Common nouns are the names common to every person, every member of a class or a kind. Like if we talk about boys of class 8, then all the boys will come under common noun. Boy will come under common noun. But if I talk about a particular boy, say I say Ankur, then Ankur will come under proper noun because I am specifying a particular boy. But if I say boys or boy, then it will come under common noun. Now, the third type of nouns are collective nouns. What are collective nouns? Collective nouns are the names which are given to a group of persons or things taken together. When we talk about a whole group or things which are of one kind and we take them together, then it would be called collective noun. Like bunch of keys, bundle of sticks. In that case, bunch will be collective noun and bundle also collective noun. Now, the fourth type of nouns are material nouns. What are material nouns? Material nouns are the names of material of which a thing is made. Means here we are telling about the material of which a particular thing is made up of. Like if I say tables and chairs are made up of wood, then wood will be material noun in that case. If I say ornaments are made of gold, then gold will be material noun. Now, the fifth type of nouns are abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are the names of qualities, actions, or state. Here, the quality is of like honesty. Honesty is a quality of a person. So, honesty will be abstract noun. Same way, beauty is also a quality. It will also come under uh, abstract noun. Fine. But one thing that you have to keep in mind in case of abstract noun is that we cannot see or touch them. We can't see or touch them, but we can feel the quality. Like if a person is honest, we can feel his honesty through his act. Fine. So, but don't confuse honesty with honest. Beta, honest is an adjective, but honesty is abstract noun. In the same way, beautiful is an adjective, but beauty will be abstract noun. So, I hope this topic is clear to you. Now, come to the first exercise. What is the first exercise? In first exercise, you have been given these nouns and you have to separate them as proper, common, collective, material, or abstract. Means you have to classify these nouns among their types. Fine. Now come to the B part. What is exercise B? Exercise B is here you have to, and three passages are being given to you, and you have to uh, tell nouns, pick out the nouns from these passages and separate them into different kinds. Means first of all you have to circle down or pick the nouns, and then you have to tell their kind also. Now, the second topic, first you do these A and B exercises on your own, and later on I'll give you the key for these two exercises. Now come to the next topic. Next topic of our chapter is singular and plural numbers. This also you have done in your previous classes. What is singular and what is plural? Singular noun is when we talk about one person, animal, place or thing. And what is plural? When we talk about more than one person, or more than one thing, or more than one animal, or more than one place, then it will be plural number. Now, what is more than one? More than one, it can either be two or more than that. Fine. Now, how to make singular nouns plural? Now, there are some ways through which we can make the singular nouns in their plural form. Like simply, in some cases, we just add an s and it will be plural noun, like book, books. Here we have simply added an s. Cow, cows, boy, boys. Fine. Now come to the second part. In second, there is another way in order to convert singular noun into plural noun, is that by adding es. Like box, boxes. We are adding ex here. Branch, branches. Potato, potatoes, and so on. Now the third type is by changing y at the end of a singular noun into ies. Means we have to remove y at the end of the noun and we have to add ies. Like baby is ending with y and we have to remove this y and we'll add ies so that it will become its plural. Baby, babies. Lady, ladies. Copy, copies. Country, countries, and so on. Next is by changing f or fe at the end of a singular noun into ves. Means the nouns which are ending with f or fe can be converted into plural nouns by removing these f and fe and adding ves to them. Like leaf, it is ending with f. We'll remove this f and we'll add ves in order to make it plural, like leaf, leaves. Wife is ending with fe. Here also we'll remove both f and e and we'll add ves. It will become wives. Don't write wifes. The spelling of wives is wives, and so on. And next is what? By changing a vowel. In some cases, we change the vowel also in order to make them plural, like tooth, teeth, goose, geese, man, men. Next is by adding en or ren to a singular noun. In some cases, by making the plural of a singular noun, we add en or ren. Like in case of ox, we will add en. It will become oxen. In case of child, we will add ren. It will become children. Fine. The plural of ox is oxen, child is children. Now, some singular nouns have the same plural form, means they are not at all changed. In those cases, both the singular and plural forms are same. Like in case of sheep, the plural of sheep is sheep only. Same way deer is deer only. Now, there are some compound nouns and there are different ways of converting compound nouns into their plurals. Like son-in-law will become sons-in-law. In these examples, we'll add s to the first word, like son-in-law, sons-in-law, brother-in-law, brothers-in-law, sister-in-law, sisters-in-law, and so on. But in some other cases, we add s to the second word, like stepmother. So it will become stepmothers, stepson, stepsons, maid servant, maid servants. But there are some cases in which we change the word. Washer man will become washer men. Fine. Man servant will become men servants. Here we are changing both the words. Means we are changing this man to men and servant to servants. In the same way, woman servant will change to women servants. Now, there are some nouns which are always used in their plural form only. Fine. Like scissors. We talk about a pair of scissors. Spectacles, goggles, trousers, pants, etc. And there are some words which look plural but actually they are singular. Like we say news. News is always used in singular. Measles, it's a name of a disease. It is also a singular. Mathematics, it is a name of a subject. It is also a singular noun. Fine. And in order to make the plural of numerals, what we do is 6 is sixes, 20 is twenties. Fine. Then some nouns which end with us have their plurals ending in I. Means instead we have to remove that us and we'll add one I. Like radius, radii, stimulus, stimuli. Now, there are some nouns which ends with while converting them into their plurals, we'll remove that and we'll add one a. Like aquarium will become aquaria. Memorandum will become memoranda. Fine. Now, some nouns which ends with is have plurals which are replaced by es, like analysis. It is ending with is, but we are converting this I into e. It will become read analysis. Basis will become basis. Is will be converted into es. Diagnosis will become diagnosis. Fine. Now, there some nouns are there which ends with a, and while forming their plural, we add e. Like larva will become larvae when we are converting it, making its plural. Now, there are two exercises for this part also, singular and plural. Here, some singular or plural forms of nouns are given to you, and what you have to do is you have to tell whether they are in singular form or the plural form. And some nouns are such we have only one form, that also you have to mention. Now come to the D exercise. In D exercise, rewrite the following sentences in the plural form. In this, some sentences are given to you, 11 sentences are given to you, and they are given to you in singular form. But what you have to do is you have to make them plural. And for making them plural, if you have to make some other changes also, you can do. Like it is given here, make other changes wherever needed. Suppose we take this example, the boy climbed the tree. Here boy is singular, tree is also singular, but boy is given in bold. But you have to, while converting the whole sentence into plural form, you have to convert this tree also into trees. Like the boys climbed the trees, it will be its plural. Now do these exercises, and in our next lecture I'll give you the key for these four exercises. Thank you all, have a good day.